Hi everyone, welcome to the course. Today we will be starting with one advanced topic of JavaScript, that is closure. So mainly it is not actually an advanced, it is just a topic like other topics, right? So it's in advance in our mind because we keep it as an difficult in our mind. We'll make the simplify our things, it will be more understandable to us and everything will be normal. Okay, so now let's see how closures works. Closure is basically you are creating an outer function, but that function will retain its variable and function until and unless, even if it is executed. Okay, until and unless it is executed, still it will retain the value of your variables. So now let's see how it is done. First of all, I want to create a function, so I'll create a function and I'll say create counter because I want to simplify it and I'll show you how this works. So now let's see, I kept it let count equals to 0. Okay, so now this is count equals to 0. So what I want this outer function to return something. So let's see what it will return. Now see return over here, I want to return a function. Okay, and in this function what we are going to do is this function will increment my count. Now remember what I'm doing, I am making a count over here in the outer function, but I'm incrementing it by accessing it inside another function, okay, while returning it. So what I want to return a count. Okay, I want to return this count. This means that my this outer function create function will return this particular function. Okay, so how will I print this? Now first of all, I just want to show you by calling this function. Call it. See, you will not get anything because this function is returning something and you are not getting it printed. So you need to print it. Do console.log and wrap this thing inside that, and now put. See what you are getting. You are getting that this function is an anonymous function. Now if you want to print this, how this will get to know that this one is the function which I am calling? Even if you remove this and run it, see it will give you the function name. Earlier it was not able to get it, but now he is saying that it is a create count, but we don't want that. Okay, what do we want is, let's suppose I created a const and I said result equals to this particular thing, and now I would like to, I will just call it like this, and now I would like to console dot log this result, because in this result what do I want to call this function. Okay, and now run it. See, you are getting your answer as 1. Why you are getting it as 1? See, create counter function is called, what is written over here, count equals to 0, but this outer function is returning this particular function. So it is getting the value of count from here and it incremented the count by 1. So it is returning 1. After returning 1, this function is returning 1, which will go in here in result. So when I'm printing result, I need to call it, right? So how I will call, because my result is storing another function, so I need to call it like this. So I will do console.log result. So 1 is getting printed. Now let's suppose I want to print another time. As these functions are called differently, functions never retains some value. It will every time execute values with the different values, function with the different values. But now see, I am doing result. So what it is printing? See, it is printing 2 because this particular thing is storing the initial value of result as 1. Okay, and now this count is updated by 1. Okay, and next time it will be count plus plus, so 1 plus 1, so it became 2. So it will return 2, and when you will call this again, it will give you 2 as a number. And if you will execute it next time, I need to console it one more time. So you will see that when you will execute 3 times, it will give 1, 2, 3. Now just to see one more example, let's do something different. So now let's say that I did something over here is 2, okay, and I am doing count equals to count into 2, and here it is count. Now let's see, I am multiplying it. 2 into 2 is 4. Now it is returning 4. So 4 went here and then it is printing 4. Next time 4, this count will be updated by 4. So 4 will be 4 into 2 is 8. So it's printing that, and next is 16. So I hope you have understood this closure. So closure will be helpful while maintaining your states in React when you do that. So these kinds of concepts will help you to understand the theoretical plus practical implementation by going into detail. So I hope you have understood the topic well. Thank you so much, everyone.